Welcome. It's been a hot minute. I totally did not have my microphone muted. Welcome. We're actually just testing this out for briefly. We got like restream set up, so I actually have this like broadcasting to my TCG channel too. So I just want to see if it actually works and not implodes. But welcome. Hope you're doing well, Phantom. All right. So yeah, we'll like just do a few games so I can kind of like see how things are looking. I got like a few things monitoring a few different things. Hopefully everything sounds and runs fine. You're always watching. I mean, now you have different ways to do it. You can watch it on Twitch or YouTube. The freedom of choice, baby. Actually, I didn't want to do that. I was actually looking away. Good so far. Good to hear. Honestly, like I tried messing with Restream like so long ago. And I'm like, I don't remember how to do this. Kind of just mess the settings, and we're kind of good now. We're kind of good, hopefully. Ooh. I've also been doing some like off-screen grinding as well. So, yeah. Is it the same name? No, it's under the YouTube channel Metallic TCG. You can't miss it. It has my same avatar with like Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh behind it. And yeah, same everything. That's like the majority of like anything TCG related goes up to. Usually through that little thing. I kind of just dedicated an entire TCG channel for that. In case I have to like, you know, have the itch. Does it have a DMG avatar? You know, I didn't want to disappoint you so early into the stream. I don't want to disappoint you so early into the stream, but I think you might have your answer. Let's see. We have Vishwar, we have Laughing. I think we'll go with that. One of the things I do like with Restream.io or whatever, like with the chat settings, you can clearly tell like who is from where. I guess I gotta like that, you know, just for that aspect alone. Unsubbing, you've been making that threat for months now. Actually, no, you've been making that threat for years. But yeah, I actually spent like some time like getting some stuff like reconfigured and figured out. I also be able to bring back the live screen or the face cam as well, so I'm gonna apologize for that in advance. But so far, seems to be running decent on both ends. It looks fine too. Wait, you can even change it to portrait? Or is that, oh, you need like a plugin or something, I imagine. Yeah. Honestly, I was, like, it even did mention it had like a restream branding icon, but no, it doesn't look like it really does. I wonder if that's just like for its whatever or something. But yeah, we'll probably go for a little bit. The plan is I'll probably start streaming on the TCG channel too, just to like kind of get more engagement and stuff on that. YouTube is like 5 seconds behind Twitch. I'm not too worried about that. Might be like a setting or something I just need to like configure something. Maybe like have a lower latency mode. But I mean, it could have been so much worse. It could be so much worse. Like, I want to say at one time when my internet was like super bad, like it was literally like minutes behind. It was awful and glorious at the same time, like not even kidding. And like what was even better too is like the game was like that we were streaming was like really taxing on the PC with everything else going on. So it was like literally a slideshow too. It was quite fantastic. Oh, Diamondo. Yeah, we're gonna go with Diamondo. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's go. That is interesting. Yeah, I'll probably have to like go through the kinks and maybe like mess around, see if I can get a lower latency. PowerPoint streams are the best. You have a very good outlook, Phantom. I think you made your point quite clear. You probably excel a lot in these kind of puns, wouldn't you? Like blue. I've never seen Blue Lock. Is it that bad? Is it that bad? Beautiful. Honestly, we're also just doing this to like farm cards too, and also like deck capacity, because Rex is a fucking nightmare for some reason. I present you with a card pot. Brain control, but it costs 200. I can't afford that. It's that inflation is like really hitting us hard, unfortunately.
You know, I've got some rare cards. If you want them, take them. But you gotta beat me in a duel first.
Just heard season 2 was a letdown. It's kind of weird that like sequential seasons have been kind of having that reception, right? Like, have you heard about the infamous One Frame Man? I'm not sure if you watch One Punch Man or read the manga, but Garo's infamous slide. It's kind of a work of its art. Somebody actually recreated it in PowerPoint and made it actually look a bit smoother. Very impressive. Very impressive. Do you read the manga? Nice. Who's your favorite character? I'm only currently caught up with the anime. I'm waiting and watching season 3 with my friend, because we're kind of like, look, if we're gonna watch it, we got to do this together. We got to keep each other strong at that point, basically. Shobu's turn. Oh, yeah, we had the wire down, so that's actually pretty solid for us too. Yeah, everything looks pretty solid, which is good. Yeah, we'll probably assuming things work out as they should, then yeah, we'll probably just keep doing like restream stuff. I think we'll keep the main YouTube channel like dedicated to its own thing. But who knows? We might every now and then stream to the archives channel I had a long ass time ago, and maybe keep the dual links in like arena and everything else like also co-streamed here too. That's lightning. It's not a ninja, is it? I forget his name too. I think I know who you're referring to though. Mystic Lamp. It only. It's kind of funny that Mystic Lamp, I think, is cheaper than Hinotama and does more damage. But it can have, like, the same effect and it's still a body aboard. Yeah, that shit's interesting. I'm still incredibly tired, by the way, so apologies in advance if I yawn. Duel. Honestly, if things do go well, I am tempted to potentially... Because if I wanted to, I can always stream in landscape and portrait. Drink some coffee at 11:31 p.m. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I get all my best ideas from you, Phantom, and I really appreciate you for that. Nah, if anything, I'm even wearing blue light tinted glasses to help with the sleeps. But I was just like kind of wanting to get this out of the way because I would rather test it in a, you know, kind of like a chiller environment versus like going live or something and doing it there. I don't know, that's like my logic. I'd rather fall in front of like one or two people instead of like in a whole smorgasbord. You do, and I certainly appreciate it. Unfortunately, though, you haven't given me a good tailor recommendation to be able to get the Dark Magician Girl cosplay outfit. It's gonna just exist only in our dreams. Yeah, I see what you mean. There's definitely a little bit of a delay. I'll see if I can mess around with the settings and try to better it. How tall am I? I'm between 3 feet and 9 feet and 7 inches. Griggle. Oh, I thought it was Gill Force for some reason. Not that good. Last KTM. I mean, you know what? You do you. I have confidence you could probably do it. Duel. Let's see. Oh, we're starting off with an acid trample. Show me. All right. Let's see. Let's go with the big insect. I mean, honestly, for those who've actually played this game, Tristan is nearly impossible to lose to. So like you can literally farm indefinitely against Triss if you really wanted to. It's an honest way of living, but it's not the best way to do it. I would not recommend it at all. Okay. Honestly, getting the costume shipping tailor would be a pretty penny. It absolutely would, honestly. Let's just say that's the main reason why I decided not to go down that route. I will be honest though, my wife knows how to like tailor and hem and shit. Like really wanted to. I could probably have her doing it. And she wouldn't ask that many questions. She would be able to fashion something, I'd imagine. Oh, Gucci. Come on, give us something good. Umi. It could be better. It could be better. And honestly, I'm just kind of like here just to test things out. So if we get anything decent, great. If not, it's fine. Like, this information of itself is already worth its weight in gold. Jerry Beans, man? What would I... That's actually... How would I do a Jerry Beans, man? Would I literally just be wearing a big-ass green, like, garbage bag or something and just puff it out? Because honestly, I could see myself doing something like that. That is definitely much more feasible. And I probably won't nearly break TOS as much with a Jerry Beans Man cosplay. Let's go with Jinzo. I'm sure you're probably right. You're probably right. If not, I can find it probably. I would have to get the sword though, and I'd have to make sure it looks inflatable or like a plush. Because like Jerry Bean's sword kind of looks very circular in terms around the hilt, if I'm not mistaken, right? My goodness. Sorry, I'm like really tired. But that's okay. We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Oh, I went the wrong button. Let's go with that. Mystic Lamp. Another one? Didn't we like just pull this? A Tremendous Fire. 255 costs for your deck for 1,000. That is absolutely absurd. We are not going to deal with that shit. We are not going to deal with that. Let's see. Yeah, even like when responding, there's like a 5-second delay before I even see. Which, I mean, yeah, I might just have to look with like some latency. But good to know. Good to know. Let's see. Also, Metallic, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. You have to do any meetings tomorrow? No, I don't think so. Tomorrow is just going to be a pretty chill day. I will be spending quite a bit of the time with my wife doing some errands and going out. She was out of state because of during Valentine's Day. So we never actually got to like do anything fun or special. So I'll probably spend a good chunk of time with that and then probably hang with a friend for a few hours. I'd imagine though on Monday I'll probably get a follow-up or potentially the job offering, because I'd imagine the dude, when I was asking in the interview like, hey, when can I expect to have the follow-up for the next stage of the process here, they're like, oh well, more than likely get in contact with you by Friday end. Didn't happen, but who knows. There's probably like some stuff on the HR back end that I don't really know or understand about. Wishing luck. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. It's been a few months since your boy's been employed, so it would be nice to be able to, you know, start a new journey and also have that financial stability. Well, I guess more like predictability. I can only sell I was gonna say I can only sell so many feet pics before it gets cold, but no, we don't do that. We don't do that. It can be. If you know like how to do interview skills and stuff like that, it can be kind of easier, especially if you tailor and do your research for the company first. It just seems like sometimes that the employers want, what's the way to word this without sounding like an asshole? Like, they want to hire people who are well overly qualified, right? Like, when I was trying to, like, apply for some jobs that were, like, paying just a few bucks more than minimum wage, they're like, we want a bachelor's degree. It's completely irrelevant. This job is entry level. Why do I need a bachelor's degree and $100,000 debt in school, or $100,000 in debt? Terrible interviewing. It can definitely be challenging at first, honestly. What I've taken a few things at my previous job where they kind of help prepare me for interviews. I've also been structuring all my behavioral interview questions in STAR format. And that's actually been very helpful, and it just helps make your responses and everything else well-rounded. If you haven't done like any STAR prep, that can definitely help build up some confidence and be able to like establish like what you want to say. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, one of the jobs I wanted to do was like I think it was like data entry or like calling to do certain things, and they're like, we want bachelors. Yeah, so it's a way to structure your responses on behavioral-based questions, like when they say, tell me about a time when you did so-and-so. It's an acronym, so the S is like the situation or the scenario. The task is like what makes it challenging. The A is for like actions, like what you did. And then R is the results, like what was the outcome? What did you learn? How did it make you sound really good? Like, how did it make you look really good, in a sense? Yeah, like, if you just, like, Google STAR format, it kind of, like, breaks down how you can answer those behavioral questions. Because when the interviewers are asking you those questions, they're testing certain competencies that are required for the job and just making sure you're good for the work culture. Another fucking acid trap hole. That's gaming. Let's do it. But yeah. That can definitely help, because like you just kind of like go in with a bit of information of like what they're looking out for. When I did my interview on Thursday, I thought it was just going to be with me and the supervisor. No, it was the supervisor, the recruiter, and like the supervisor's like boss's boss or something. So I'm like, oh, I get a whole panel of people. Hooray! I think it went fine though. I think I did a relatively good job. Everything I do is second nature, so I don't think. I mean, that's fair, honestly. It took me a while to instill the behavior of responding in that format, and it becomes a bit closer to second nature. I obviously haven't had to do it in like 4 years because I'm a good employee. But, you know, when you get laid off, shit happens. You slide a 20. I slide a D20 to roll for initiative, yes. That is very much true. Besides, they should slide me a 20. What was Acid Trapple? It was like closer to the end, I think. Yeah, we actually have a place in now. Let's freaking go. Oh yeah, we also got an invisible wire too, so we're doing good. But yeah, and a lot of time, like what I do for like star format stuff is I'll actually write everything down like on a Microsoft Notepad or something, formulate my questions, and then when I'm like describing what actions I took, I make sure to like say I used open-ended questions, I used active listening, I used troubleshooting tips, stuff like that. Like basically I'll say like I used this action which is relevant to the job. And eventually you just kind of get better and better at doing it, and it just instills confidence. And it also kind of helps with your on the fly improv. Not improv, but like on the fly shit. Like, because there was a few questions they asked me, I'm like, I was not expecting this. I'll need to take a moment to think about a response for you. And they're actually usually really cool with it because they want a good response, not some made up BS stuff. I should do an interview workshop. Teammates. I present you with a cod pod. Oh my, bear trap? We're getting all the traps. Like, traps, they have their place in this game. Like, they're not super good because they go away one turn even if you don't use it. But they can help remove the board, and that's pretty damn impactful of itself. Let's throw it in. We actually have quite a bit of deck space too, so I can get pretty flexible if I need to add. What else do I want to throw in? I don't want to rely too much on custom cards just yet. Sorry, like when I'm stopping for a second, I'm also like watching my phone, just make sure it's like not too far back, if that makes sense. Revival the Doku Rider. No. I really just want to have like some wind stuff, but Bear Trap is good. What's the weirdest interview question you got? That's a good question. I'm trying to think of one actually. The weirdest one. Honestly, that's a hard one. The first one that comes to mind, though, is like, I mean, this is kind of common now, from my experience now these days, but they're like, all right, give us an example where you were put in a, tell us about a situation where you were put in a flexible position at the workplace and it often caused a conflict. How did you learn from it and what was the outcome of that result? Something like that, where it's like 2 questions in one. So you're like, I barely have an example that fits with the bit. I got it. Let's go. But yeah, like the ones where they kind of like merge questions is a bit weird. So like, could we not do this separately?
Can we really not do this separately?
What do I want to throw in? No, I want wind. I will say, though, it is canon that I actually did use dad joke or dad pun in my last interview. That could either make or break the deal. It was kind of funny. Like, I got the whole panel laughing, so hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully that means I'm a good fit for their culture. We have no other wind monsters? I thought we... Harpy's Pet Dragon. I mean, it's a tribute. We don't have any tributes, so we could throw them in there. We only have Ciaryu for the other one. Still can't use Rigeki. Still can't use even Dark Hole either. Oh yeah, we were thinking about putting in Yumi. Yami might be a better one, because Yumi and Yami can get rid of his stupid field power bonus, which can help slow him down just a little bit. I hate those questions because sometimes I can't think of situation or experience. Right? It's kind of challenging, because like, in the worst case scenarios, like if I can't pull an example, I have to use something outside, like from volunteering events or some other stuff like that, or from an old job. But yeah, it definitely can make things a bit tricky, because you obviously don't want to say I don't have a response, but you also don't want to just say like you don't want to like straight up lie to them either, because that's like the last thing you want to do. They'll be like, Metal, tell me about a time where you were cosplaying as a Dark Magician Girl character from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. What did you learn from that experience? Fuck. Oh, man. What do I tell them? Start sweating like peel. We have like 40. I feel like we should do something else. I don't have any more Thunders. Abyss Flower is good for fusions. We can cut Buku. Yeah, we can cut Buku. Buku's not really doing anything right now for us, so why not? So we have 53. Absolutely, absolutely. So if I don't get the job, then I think I know who to talk to. And you know what? I can use this as an example for my next interview. Tell us about a time that you made a decision that you regret. What did you learn from it? Oh, do I have a response for you? And then they'll be like, you can't be serious. I was in that chat. I'm like, oh my god, what a plot twist. Does that mean I'm hired? No, absolutely not. You failed to deliver. We also got Twin-Headed King Rex from Rex himself. I forgot. Let's throw that in the deck. Perfect. Because even if he does like you a fuel power bonus, we can at least still capitalize off of it too. I love how we're just opening up with Big Shield Gunner. I swear there's only one copy. How was there interviewing? I think that might have a conflict of interest, but I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Let's go with... Oh, I could do Stone D. No, I can't. That might like make Dragon Statue, but not like Stone D. Okay. What are we at? Almost 30 minutes. I think after this duel or another one, we'll probably call it there. For the most part, I feel like the test was pretty successful. The only thing I need to try to work on is just some latency issues. But it seems like it should be good for Monday. Monday we'll probably do some Duel Links. Jump into the KC Cup. Bring the viewers from YouTube. Because there's a lot of times where like people who like watch YouTube stuff, they don't go to Twitch and vice versa. Casey, I thought you just said it started. I thought you said it was day 2. Like 2 or 3 days, 2 or 1 day ago. I'll look into it later. I can't wait to see that fucking maintenance message. Oh, day 2 of finals, damn it. I mean, that's funny. Because technically you weren't wrong. You said it was day 2. You just didn't specify it was finals. Beautifully played, Phantom. Alright, maybe we'll do like Magic the Gathering Arena or something like that. I actually have like a ton of like commander deck profiles actually scheduled to upload throughout the week. So that'll be fun. One of them actually just dropped today for Krenko Mob Boss, the actual paper TCG one that I actually run in real life. We'll do one more. I'm having fun. We'll do one more. Tristan's also giving us like pretty damn decent cards too. Let's see. Fairy Dragon? Yeah, we'll do Fairy Dragon. Rio returned from Zexal. I think actually, one of the things I think I do have Rio actually, now that I think about it. I'm actually usually pretty damn good at like getting characters right away before they just fade into oblivion for a few months. That's still pretty interesting. I need to figure out like what deck I want to build. Like, because like, don't get me wrong, I love my Ancient Gears. But I think I should probably, you know, spread my wings a little bit. I might actually try to like convene with people and see if they ever want to do like GOAT format videos. Because I've also been doing, I think I'm going to mention it a few times, but I've actually been getting back into like Yu-Gi-Oh's GOAT format with my friend and mod of the channel, Killer Dustin. And I've also decided to jump into Edison and build Blackwings. Just because, 1, it's pretty budget for the most part, and 2, it seems pretty solid too. I'm going to start with the pure build to get a feel for the deck, and then maybe look into the Bio Emblem Turbo variant, possibly. Whatever I just vibe with more. This is a really quick duel. I might just do one more. Shark Sister, yeah. I know who Rio is. I did watch a little bit of Zexal back in my heyday. Like 12 episodes, give or take. Maybe after I finish 5Ds eventually, I'll probably jump into that too. Because 5D Season 1 was really good, and then the next one, it definitely has a little bit of a decline in some aspects. Still need Yuma Super Saiyan 3? Hopefully. Yeah, like, honestly, like, some of the forms you get is just wild, not gonna lie. Let's see. I think we'll go with Acid Trap on. And then I think I'm gonna summon the baby dragon. And then just, like, swing. Beautiful. It's great. We're actually almost, for the most part, we've actually almost completed everything from the early days collection. We've done the very first few Dark Duel stories. We've done the one that like splits into 3 different ones. We've done Worldwide Destin. We did Eternal Duelist Soul. Like, we're almost done. I think the only one I have to still do is like 7 Trials of Glory and like the other ones, but I might just not do the other, like the red, blue, and yellow ones. It's just like the same game, but what, different cards maybe or something? Duelist maybe? I don't know. Playing on the other PS1 games. The only other PS1 PlayStation or Yu-Gi-Oh game is Forbidden Memories, right? Which, yo, if anybody wants me to play Forbidden Memories, I will fucking do that all the time. I actually really like Forbidden Memories. It's probably one of my favorite PlayStation 1 games by far. Do it. I've already done it like less than a year ago, but I'll do it again if need be. We actually played mod 15 though, which dramatically increased the drop rate for cards, like how many cards you get per win. But I love Forbidden Memories. I actually have a physical copy to this day, courtesy of a gift from ATM when I went to visit. There we go. Harp's Pet Fed again. There we go. It's also kind of insane. Like, there's so many different mods for Forbidden Memories. It's insane. Yeah, me and, you can still very much beat the game with the 1-drop mod. It just takes a lot longer, obviously. If you go Thunder Dragon route, you're pretty much set for success. It just takes a while. For a while, what me and Dustin would do is we would play Forbidden Memories, but at the same time, like, play, like, Magic or some other game at the same time. Like, just alternate. And just, like, dual neuron activity with that. Which actually worked out quite well. It was one of the easiest ways to get through the traditional PS1 with, you know, little frustration. Isn't that basically the way? I mean, it kind of is, but your opponent's turn goes by really quickly. So you have to, like, find something that doesn't take up too much engagement, but it just enough to hold your attention over. You can also, like, probably watch an anime or something. That would also probably get the job done, too. But I think that's going to call it for this little test session. Phantom, I also do want to thank you again personally. I appreciate you interacting, also checking out with the YouTube side of things, making sure everything is, like, you know, good. Much appreciated. Next stream will be Monday. We'll figure out what I'm going to do. It's something card game related. I also might have the news that I either got the job or I didn't. Time will tell. For now, though, appreciate you all. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Stay safe. Stay awesome. Get some good